Hi all. Welcome to the 6 Things channel. How are you today? I hope you all right. Video will discuss about 6 mysterious message in the world by 6 Things channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. One more thing, tell your friends about this video. Let's get started. The archaeological record is filled with hidden messages from the past. Modern technology like X-rays, CT scans, multispectral imaging, and robots are bringing these long-lost works to light. Number 1. Secret message in Lincoln's watch. On April 13, 1861, Jonathan Dillon, an Irish immigrant and watchmaker, carved a hidden message in Abraham Lincoln's pocket watch. Employed by M.W. Galt and Company Jewelers in Washington, D.C., Dillon was repairing watches the president at the time of the Confederate forces fired on Fort Sumter. The message would remain hidden until the Smithsonian opened the timepiece in 2009. Dillon's inscription read, "The first gun is fired. Slavery is dead. Thank God we have a president who at least will try." Dillon and the president never met, and Lincoln never saw the message hidden within his timepiece. In the 1850s, Lincoln purchased the gold pocket watch from George Chatterton, a jeweler in Springfield, Illinois. Lincoln tended away from the ostentatious, but the gold watch was a sign of his prominent law career. In 1958, the 16th president's great-grandson, Lincoln Isham, donated the watch to the Smithsonian. Number 2. Hidden messages in the Great Pyramid of Giza. In 2011, archaeologists used the jedy robot to unveil hidden messages in the Great Pyramid of Giza that hadn't been seen in 4,500 years. The robot returned with images of previously unknown red hieroglyphics. Researchers believe these hidden messages may shed light on the Great Pyramid's mysterious narrow shafts. First discovered in 1872, 2 of the shafts link the king's chamber to the open air. However, the others lead out of the Queen's chamber and disappear into the pyramid's depths. Rudolf Gantenbrink was the first to explore the shafts with robots in 1993. 9 years later, a second team returned with robots to explore the southern shafts. Both expeditions ended when the robot reached mysterious slabs secured with copper pins. The most recent expedition allowed the robot to use a micro-snake camera, which penetrated a small hole in the slab, providing a glimpse of the hidden chamber beyond. Number 3. Hidden medieval library. With the emergence of the printing press in the 15th century, handwritten manuscripts became past. Bookbinders cut up or recycled these earlier tomes. They often used the ancient paper to reinforce the spines and covers of the more stylish printed books. Macro X-ray fluorescence spectrometry has allowed researchers glimpses of these medieval text fragments without having to destroy the book binding. It not only makes the hidden messages visible, it makes them legible. Many of the hidden fragments discovered so far date to the 14th and 15th centuries. However, researchers hold out hope for a medieval Bible or perhaps Carolingian material from the 9th century or earlier. So far, the oldest text discovered dates to the 12th century. It contains an excerpt from an even earlier work of Bede, an 8th century scholar and monk. In one case, they have found enough contiguous material to create 3 full manuscript pages. Number 4. Novgorod Codex. In 2000, archaeologists excavating Novgorod in Russia discovered the earliest known book made by the Rus people. Made of 3 waxed wooden tablets, the Novgorod Codex contains so much hidden text that it has been labeled a hyperpalimpsest. For your information, a palimpsest is a manuscript that has been scrapped clean for reuse. Back to topic. Dated to the 11th century, the Cyrillic text preserved 2 psalms. When the wax was removed for conservation, the restorers realized that the wood had retained traces of earlier text, including a number of previously unknown Slavonic compositions of native origin. Recreating these hidden texts is remarkably difficult. Often, the text's faint traces are indistinguishable from cracks and other irregularities in the wood. The codex was also reused multiple times, creating layer upon layer of hidden text. The identical handwriting between layers compounds the difficulty. This is the first hyperpalimpsest, and there are no standard techniques for deciphering one. Yet, the Novgorod Codex may contain dozens, or even hundreds, of hidden text layers. Number 5. 2,000 years old Jewish graffiti. In 2015, construction workers revealed ancient hidden graffiti from the Second Temple era in Jerusalem. The writing was discovered in a ritual bath, or mikvah, in a cave located under a school. The hidden inscriptions were written in Aramaic. Despite this being the period's lingua franca, Aramaic inscriptions from the Second Temple era are rare. The graffiti message is written in mud and ash. The inscriptions are very hard to read. Some suspect they are names. Experts have pointed out what appears to be the name Cohen and the word David, meaning served. In addition to the writing, there are also dozens of depictions of trees, a boat, and what may be a menorah. Mikvahs were crucial to Jewish culture. According to tradition, the waters couldn't touch human hands prior to use and needed to be derived from a natural source, like a spring or rainwater. Number 6. Mussolini's message to the future. In 2016, historians reconstructed a hidden message under the base of Rome's Mussolini obelisk. The parchment text, which chronicles fascism's rise to power and Mussolini's feats, was buried when the obelisk was erected in 1932. It was largely forgotten over the following decades. Despite still being buried under a 300-ton monument, the Codex for Mussolini has been reconstructed from 3 obscure sources from libraries around Rome. According to researchers, the text was intended for people in the remote future. Classic scholar Aurelio Giuseppe is credited with composing the 3-part, 1,200-word eulogy. The text presents Mussolini as a new Roman emperor. The parchment is accompanied by a medal depicting Mussolini wearing a lion's skin. Latin was chosen to draw a link between the rise of fascism and the Roman Empire. Ironically, the text can only be unearthed by toppling the obelisk, which would be a symbolic fall of fascism. Okay guys, we already completed encounter on video this time. What do you think about this mystery? Please write your opinion in the comments below, we discuss together. Once again, don't forget to like, share this video to your friends, and subscribe this channel to other interesting video updates. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.